Today I'm gonna do a what's on my iPad Air 2. I know I did not do an unboxing of this only because this is an older iPad Air. It's an iPad Air 2. I felt like I didn't need to do an unboxing, but I mainly picked this device up to do some video editing on this device. I believe it can handle it from what I heard. Not any heavy video editing, but light video editing. And I downloaded LumaFusion so I can learn how to use LumaFusion. This is a 128 gig device. It came in the mail yesterday. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, I have my widgets. As you can tell, this is running the iOS 13.1.2 beta, actually. So let's get started. So as you can see here, I have some of my quick widgets over here. So I have my coming up next and my weather. I always like to see what I have next to do on what kind of events I have next to do on my calendar. And I always like to keep up with the weather. So as you can see, as you click edit, and this one does not support the Apple Pencil, which is okay because I have this stylus right here. Then I have a stylus coming in. I don't really need the pencil because I'm not going to do any drawing. But I do need a stylus to swipe through and for video editing. But anyways, as you can see here, I can add widgets to my home screen and see what I want and what I don't want. But as of right now, I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm going to hit click done. And for right now, I'm going to leave my iPad in this like, I guess desktop mode, because I like how it looks like this right now, to where you could scroll like this. I like this. This looks cleaner than turning it long ways for me, but that's just what I prefer. So far, I do not have a lot of apps on my iPad, and I'm going to try to keep it that way because, like I said, I want to use this mainly for video editing. So anything that have to do with video editing, I want that to be on there. And I do have social media apps on there, but like games and other little stuff, it's not going on there because this is just 128 gigs. But I will be okay because I have like a flash drive coming to save all my videos and photos on, because I'm trying to keep this iPad as clean and clutter-free as possible. So the apps I have is what I'm going to have. I might add more to them and I might not. So let's get started. So up here, as you can see, this is utility. So I have my clock, my calendar, Find My, and I have my shortcuts, which I could go in here and I could go in there and make new shortcuts, and then they will pop over here and pop down over here in my widgets bar. But like I said, I want it clean just like this, and I'm happy. So in my next folder, as you can see, I have productivity. So I have notes, reminders, I have my file manager, voice memo, and this is send anywhere. This app will allow you to send videos, photos from your Android device to your iPad. So that's what I'm going to use until my file drive comes that I ordered for this device. I ordered two of them, two different ones. Next, I have my photo and video editing app. So as you can see, like I said, I did go on and pay for LumaFusion because that's the main reason why I wanted to get an iPad, to get LumaFusion on there, because LumaFusion is dope from what I heard and from what I've seen. And you also have iMovie. I have PixArt and Snapseed. Next, which is social media. And this is how it's going to stay. I'm not adding any more little social media apps to this. Well, I might add Pinterest, but who knows? So I have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Next, this is just, I said things for YouTube. So I have YT YouTube Tracker and YT Studio. And now this YT Tracker, I've only been able to find it on iOS devices. I have not been able to find this on Android. So that's a reason why it's in here. Because when I had my iPhone, it was on my iPhone. But ever since I ever since I sold my iPhone, I was not able to use YT Tracker. But now that I have an iPad, I'm able to use it again, and I'm loving it. So next I have, this is photograph. So I have photos, I have the photo booth, the camera, I have my Google Photos and my Dropbox. The reason why Dropbox is over here is because it likes hold photos for me and files. So that's over there. Next is, as you can see, the App Store. Then Apple Music, which I have a few songs, about 8 songs loaded on there. And that's about it. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this tablet as clean as possible. I might throw Pandora on here, but who knows. I have Safari. Gotta have my YouTube. I have Canva and I have Fonto. This app is how I make my thumbnails for my YouTube channel. That app and Snapseed is how I make my thumbnails for YouTube. And then Fonto is another little app where you can make thumbnails or just add text to some of your videos and everything like that. And at the bottom here in my recent bar, well, this is like my recent area. The things that I just opened, which was Fonto, Safari, and the App Store. These here are just things that's always there that I use a lot. So my messaging, of course, I don't have an iPhone, but I have a lot of people in my contacts that have iOS devices. And since I'm running Wi-Fi and they have iOS devices, and since this is an iOS device, I'm still able to text message them and FaceTime them. So that's why I love iMessage still on an iPad. I have my contacts, as you can see, FaceTime, and my settings, which you all know what settings is. It gives you settings, but I'm going to show you what the version that I'm running so you can actually see what I'm running. Let me see here. Let me cut the Wi-Fi back on. Let me see. I just want y'all to see the Wi-Fi version. See, I'm running iOS. Not iOS, iPad OS 13.1.2. And it says your software is up to date. So that's what I'm currently running on my iPad Air 2 as of right now. So just rate, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.